powerful Zen story for your life. Take 2 seconds and hit the subscribe button right now. Done. Let's go. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled amidst the undulating hills and meandering streams, there resided a young man named Akira. Akira, with his bright eyes and restless spirit, was renowned throughout the village for his incessant pondering and perpetual worrying. His mind, like a tempestuous sea, was always churning with thoughts of what had been and what might yet be. Despite the tranquil beauty that surrounded him, Akira could never seem to find the inner peace he so desperately sought. One fateful day, amidst the whispers of the wind and the rustling of leaves, Akira caught wind of a mysterious Zen master who dwelled atop a distant mountain. Rumor had it that this sage possessed the elusive secret to attaining inner tranquility and harmony with the universe. Intrigued and yearning for respite from the ceaseless turmoil within him, Akira resolved to embark on a pilgrimage to seek the wisdom of this revered master. With determination in his heart and a yearning for solace driving him forward, Akira set out on his arduous journey. Over rugged terrain and through dense forests, he traversed, his path illuminated by the gentle glow of hope that flickered within him. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, as Akira pressed on, undeterred by the obstacles that lay in his path. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of travel, Akira reached the summit of the towering mountain where the Zen master awaited. There, amidst the serene beauty of nature's grandeur, Akira beheld the master, seated in silent meditation, his aura radiating an aura of serene wisdom that seemed to envelop the very air around him. Approaching the master with reverence and humility, Akira poured out his heart, baring his soul and expressing his longing for inner peace. The master, with eyes closed in deep contemplation, listened intently to Akira's words, his countenance betraying neither judgment nor impatience. After a moment of silence that seemed to stretch into eternity, the master opened his eyes, his gaze penetrating to the depths of Akira's being. With a serene smile that seemed to convey an understanding beyond words, the master agreed to help Akira on his quest for inner peace. Leading Akira to a tranquil courtyard adorned with fragrant blooms and verdant foliage, the master directed his attention to a simple stone basin filled to the brim with crystal-clear water. Handing Akira a humble ladle, the master instructed him to transfer the water from the basin into a smaller vessel placed nearby, without spilling a single drop. At first glance, the task seemed deceptively simple, yet as Akira began to scoop and pour, he quickly realized the enormity of the challenge before him. With each ladleful of water he transferred, the level in the basin seemed to remain unchanged, as if replenished by some unseen force. Hours turned into days, and still, Akira persisted in his endeavor, his brow furrowed with concentration and determination. Yet despite his efforts, the basin remained stubbornly full, mocking his futile attempts to empty it. Frustration threatened to overwhelm Akira as he grappled with the seeming impossibility of the task. Doubt crept into his heart, whispering tales of inadequacy and failure. Yet amidst the turmoil of his thoughts, a gentle voice spoke to him, soft as a breeze and yet powerful as a thunderclap. Turning to face the Zen master, Akira found himself met with a gaze of profound compassion and understanding. "My dear student," the master spoke, his voice a soothing melody that seemed to resonate within Akira's very soul. "You seek to empty the basin, yet you overlook the first and most crucial step, to empty your mind." Confusion flickered across Akira's features as he pondered the master's words, uncertain of their meaning. Sensing his student's bewilderment, the master smiled gently, his eyes twinkling with an inner light that seemed to pierce through the veil of Akira's uncertainty. "To empty your mind," the master continued, his voice gentle yet firm, "is to let go of the burdens that weigh heavy upon your soul. Release your worries, your fears, your doubts, and allow yourself to be fully present in this moment." With a sense of clarity dawning within him, Akira took a deep breath, releasing the tension that had gripped his heart like a vice. Letting go of his preconceived notions and expectations, he surrendered himself fully to the task at hand, allowing his senses to be enveloped by the simple act of scooping and pouring water. As he immersed himself in the rhythm of his actions, Akio felt the weight of the world begin to lift from his shoulders, replaced by a profound sense of peace and serenity. With each scoop of water he transferred, he felt himself drawing closer to the heart of true understanding, his mind becoming as clear and pure as the water that flowed from the basin. And then, in a moment that seemed to transcend the bounds of time and space, something miraculous occurred. As Akio emptied his mind of distractions and worries, the water in the basin began to respond in kind, flowing effortlessly into the waiting vessel as if guided by an unseen hand. With each passing moment, the level in the basin dwindled until at last, with a final scoop, Akio poured the last remaining drop of water into the waiting vessel. Looking up at the Zen master with eyes alight with wonder and gratitude, he beheld a sight that filled his heart with awe. "You see, my dear Akio," the master spoke, his voice a gentle whisper that echoed through the courtyard like a benediction. "When you empty your mind, you allow the universe to flow through you. You become one with the rhythm of life itself, and in doing so, you discover that true peace and clarity reside not in the external world, but within the depths of your own being." With these words ringing in his ears and a newfound sense of purpose burning within his heart, Akio bowed deeply to the Zen master, expressing his gratitude for the invaluable lesson he had received. And as he descended from the mountain, his spirit lightened by the burden of his worries, Akio knew that he carried within him a treasure far greater than any worldly possession: the wisdom of a master, and the key to unlocking the infinite potential that lay dormant within his own soul. Until our paths cross again tomorrow, may you embrace your inner strength, embody the essence of Stoicism, and relentlessly pursue your journey towards becoming the finest version of yourself. Your thoughts are invaluable. Please share them in the comments section. If you resonated with this wisdom, do show your appreciation by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more enriching content. Until our next encounter, continue to evolve and remain steadfast in your stoic resolve.